everyone, Leah Seidel here. Listen, in my last video, I challenged you to stop the plop. Once you have stopped the plop, you might be thinking, well, what can I work on now? And what I want you to think about, first, if you missed the Stop the Plop video, you should probably go back and watch it, but just a quick recap, stopping the ploppage in the chair is what I'm talking about. So when you sit down, oftentimes we see this and we plop into this chair and we have no awareness of what we're doing and no control. I want you to have the muscular control to stand all the way up and sit down nice and slow with control. Now, let's just talk about a few variations. If you've already stopped the plop, what can you be working on next? So let's start with the toes up again, lifting up off the ground. I want you to power up. And then I want you to push back from your hips, keeping the toes off the ground. Push back and sit down as slowly as you can. So we power up and we sit down with control. Okay, let me show you that from the side just so you can see it. Toes are up off the ground. How am I doing, Rufus? He says I'm doing a good job. Toes are up off the ground. We're going to power up, and then we're going to again work from our hips. We're going to push our hips back. Hands can come forward to counterbalance us, and we sit down as slowly as we can. One more time. Power up, squeeze the glutes, pull everything in and up, stand nice and tall, and then from the hips, push them back and slowly sit down. So that's option one. Once you've stopped the plop, it's a power up, sit down nice and slow. Option two here, we're going to shorten our base of support. So remember, a pyramid, wider base of support is much more stable than standing on the tip of a pyramid, right? It's less stable. So let's start with our feet hip width apart and then walk them in about 1.5 feet. So there's still a little bit of space here. Pay attention to your knees that they're not caving in or bowing out. Lift the toes off the ground. Push through the back half of the foot and power up. You might find it's a little more challenging than going with your feet hip width apart. If it's too much or you can't get out of the chair, go back to feet hip width apart. Keep working on it and build up your strength and then walk the feet in. Same thing as we're going down, hips go back first. We push our booty back and have a seat with control. Now, if you can handle that little step in, and that's easy for you, the next step is to walk the feet all the way in. Knees come together, zip them together. There should be no space as you stand up. As you sit down, hips go back again, and we come down. My knees were wonky on that one. Let me do that again. Powering up, pushing back. There we go. Sitting down. Again, hands are there to kind of counterbalance your weight. I'll show you that one more time from the side, just so you can see the hips and knees. Powering up. Hands come up, my weight's in the back half of my foot, and my tushy goes back with control. Feet all the way together if you're choosing that option. Standing up, powering up, pushing the hips back, and sitting down with control. Now, it's really important that you choose the right progression for you and don't try to go straight to the feet all the way together. Take baby steps, master each level, and then move on. So those are three great options for you to stop the plop and continue your progression with that. If you have any questions, please do write in the comments and let me know. Otherwise, have a fantastic day, you guys. Take care. Did you see Rufus yawn? What a jerk. He's not impressed. I hope you were, though. Have an awesome day. Rufus.